Hello everyone, I am Dr. Shashikiran. I am a nephrologist and renal transplant physician working at Yashoda Hospital, Malakpet. I am discussing some of the questions which are related to kidneys, kidney transplant, COVID-19 and general precautions to keep the kidney healthy. The immunity which we have comprises of innate immunity, that is the immunity with which we are born, and also adaptive immunity, that is the immunity which we make up over a period of time as we grow. The components of this immunity comprises of cells like phagocytes, polymorphs, dendritic cells predominantly in the innate immunity, and T lymphocytes and B lymphocytes in the adaptive immunity. Whenever a person has got a kidney disease, these components of immunity don't function properly. It means they are unable to catch hold of a bacteria or a virus and destroy it. They are unable to release chemical substances which are going to kill these pathogens. Hence, a kidney disease will make a person more susceptible to infections, and all patients with kidney disease need to take precautions to protect themselves from infections. There's another thing also. There are some kidney diseases like glomerulonephritis, which needs to be treated with medicines which will lower the immunity. These medicines can be in the form of steroids or in the form of cyclophosphamide or in the form of mycophenolate. All these drugs, they suppress the immunity, hence making the person more susceptible to infection. So all patients who are on such type of medicines need to be very cautious as they are more prone for infections. There is enough evidence now to say that the COVID-19 disease caused by SARS-CoV-2 virus can affect the kidney directly. It can also affect the kidney indirectly as it causes cytokine storm. When this virus affects a person, the person responds by producing a lot of chemical substances in the body. These are called cytokines. These can cause multi-organ damage, and one of the organ which can get affected is the kidney. It is seen that in 30% of the patients who get affected by COVID-19 can have their kidneys affected. In the mildest form, the kidney disease can manifest in the form of a protein leak in urine, which is also called proteinuria. But in severe forms, this can manifest as a renal failure, which can be in the form of an increase in urea and creatinine. And in worst case scenarios, it can be in the form of a drop in urine output and a need for dialysis or continuous renal replacement therapies. The manifestation of a kidney disease in a patient with COVID-19 indicates the severity of the disease is more in that person, and the need for dialysis in a patient with COVID-19 indicates the chances of mortality are very high. So COVID-19 disease can have a renal component in it, and it has got great implications as far as the outcome is concerned. Patients with kidney disease are more prone to get affected by COVID-19 disease because of SARS coronavirus. This is more so in case of patients who are elderly, who also have comorbidities like hypertension and diabetes. So a patient with kidney disease who is elderly, who also has diabetes and hypertension, is much more prone to develop COVID-19. So you need to take all the precautions that apply for the general population to protect yourself, which means you need to practice social distancing, you need to avoid crowds, you need to be very sure that you don't get in touch with somebody who is very sick, you need to wash your hands frequently, see that your surroundings are clean. You should also make sure that you take all your medicines regularly, stock up enough medicines till the pandemic lasts, and you should also attend your dialysis sessions regularly if you are on dialysis. If you have undergone a transplant, it is important for you to take all the medications which are prescribed by your doctor as far as the transplant care is concerned. And when it comes to having a review appointment with your doctor, it is wise to check with your doctor if it is really necessary for you to go and meet him. If it is not necessary to meet personally, an appointment or a review can be done over a telephone or over several video conference platforms. We are in the midst of a huge pandemic caused by SARS coronavirus 2, that's COVID-19, and it is not a good idea to undergo a kidney transplant when the pandemic is active. But there can be some scenarios where it may be necessary for you to undergo a transplant. Like if you have a very bad AV fistula, or you don't have a good access to undergo dialysis, then it may be necessary for you to undergo a kidney transplant. So it is always a good idea for you to discuss with your treating nephrologist and urologist to make sure if it is really necessary or if it's an emergency for you to undergo a kidney transplant, more so if it's a living related kidney transplant. In situations where you need to undergo a cadaver kidney transplant or a deceased donor renal transplant, your team will make sure that the donor does not have COVID-19, and they will also check that you don't have a COVID-19, and if they are very sure and if it is safe and if the hospital is geared up to handle you, then they will suggest you to undergo a kidney transplant. So to cut it short, a general dictum is not to undergo a kidney transplant unless otherwise your nephrologist or a urologist asks you to undergo. It is wise to wait for the pandemic to subside and then undergo a kidney transplant. A patient who has undergone a kidney transplant needs to take medications throughout his life, or as long as his graft kidney is functioning. These medications are predominantly immunosuppressive medications which prevent a rejection from occurring. There can also be some medications which are useful to prevent you from getting some infections. There can be some more medications which will be advised to control your blood pressure, to maintain your blood sugars, to reduce your cholesterol. So all of these medications are necessary throughout your life. But over a period of time, the dose of these medications and the nature of these medications are going to change. Initially, the dose of medications are a bit high, and as the duration progresses and as your graft kidney is adjusting well to your body, the dose of the medications will be reduced and they will be brought to a bare minimum by about 3 to 6 months after the transplant. And if your transplant kidney is working really well, after about a period of 1 to 2 years, some of the medicines can be stopped altogether. But it's always a wise idea to discuss with your nephrologist regarding reducing the dose of these medicines or withdrawing any of these medicines. You should never do this on your own. Sometimes patients may be under a false impression that they are doing very well and these medicines are not necessary for them. And they may stop these medicines by themselves and they land up in complications. So never alter your prescription on your own. Always check with your doctor if you have any doubts and follow their advice. A balanced diet is vital to keep every organ of our body, not just the kidney, to work properly and to remain healthy. A balanced diet will comprise approximately 55 to 60% of calories being produced by carbohydrates, around 25% from fats, and 15 to 20% from proteins. If you have a diet which is tailored according to this, then your body is working well and it will remain healthy. Apart from this, it's always wise to have a generous share of fresh vegetables and fruits in your diet because they add sufficient fiber and also vitamins. And it's always wise to have sufficient quantities of pulses and also eggs, milk and chicken in your diet. It's not a good idea to have a lot of processed foods in the diet, refined foods which can be in the form of junk foods or refined sugars like colas, or foods which have got a very high fat content, which are mostly bakery products. It's a good idea to minimize salt content in your diet as much as possible. You should always refrain from smoking, and if at all you consume alcohol, it should be bare minimum, not more than a drink a day. So if you follow these dietary advices, then not just your kidney, your entire body and many of your organ systems, they function well and they remain healthy.